Georgie, what you doing up here?
Hey, pal.
Oh, look at that shirt!
Whoa, dude, look at that shirt.
What's mine say?
Yours has stars with Fasterproms. What does mine say?
It's got a whole lot of car-related things, like a mosaic of American flag. It looks freaking awesome.
Dude, yours looks freaking awesome. Let me see the back. Dude, that looks way cooler than it did on the freaking YouTube channel.
Guys, I can't believe how good this shirt came out. Honest to God, you look at this thing in person and it looks awesome. It is so much better in person. So you're like signing up one of the posters.
And also, we got a few Fasterproms, Uncle Sam, Ad Mamma Jamma Ripper posters left. Not too many, but there's a few.
We got stickers.
We got stickers.
We got hats.
We got hats.
I don't think it's hats, t-shirts, stickers, lanterns. We just got all our shirts in. These should be shipping out tomorrow. Get them while they last here.
Got a whole boatload. John boat, but it's a whole boatload.
Well, fellas, we finally get the chance to take Cater Tot to the track, but something just isn't quite right. But it felt like it steered hard to the right. I let off, and then I was starting to get on it, and it just doesn't feel right. It's our dilemma right here. We kind of came back to the conclusion of basically if we launch in second gear, it's so much harder on the clutch, and we're trying to determine is it worth consuming the clutch, because when I shifted third there, we're generating a lot more heat and such because we're slipping it a lot harder. So on one hand we have, are we going to slip the clutch and consume the clutch, possibly just blow through it in the second, third, or on the other hand, are we going to launch in first gear, potentially do a big old nasty wheelie and possibly break an axle. So those are our dilemmas right there. It's kind of making the less of all the evils. I might continue going in first gear. I know we gotta work out some suspension stuff. I've toned it down a little bit. I haven't been leaving off of the two-step. I mean, I was just leaving off of power in first gear. We have cut 1.5 60 foots in first gear, so it does seem like it could work, but you know, we're blazing new trails and trying to make things work that really weren't designed to work, but I'm having fun. And if you do something every day that scares you, because this definitely is a hairy ride. All right, fellas, old Cater Tot looks a little different now. Now, we got it back on the dyno for not for any sort of reason for power, but we want to be able to try and troubleshoot what we're experiencing with this car. So we're gonna go ahead and spin it up and see if we can see some stuff. I actually saw some things in the comments, people talking about how it was moving and twisting, but we're gonna try and put our eyes on it. Everybody here gonna be getting their eyes on it and trying to see what's happening. So let's George, let's give it a little fire up and take a look at everything, man. Watch like a straight line view down Wow.
Yeah, it's like completely separated from the inner. So yeah, I remember like when I used to race Hondas, we would have to put traction bars that braced the A-arm so they wouldn't walk forward like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a point of pivot right there. So I was watching that one. That one looked like it moved in, but it doesn't look anything like this at all.
That bushing is much healthier than this one, so maybe that's why it's wanting to go one way or the other.
Ooh. All right. Well,
this was already placement bushings.
no, George.
Duct tape might work.
All the bushing slide up with.
I mean, that bushing alone, though, I was just kind of blown away at how much that thing moved.
And this one you're seeing movement because that one's moving.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I wasn't even looking at that point because that was the first thing that I was drawn to, but no, you're right, for sure.
All right, so it's time to deal with the suspension on Cater Tot. We got a set of Moog arm assemblies. New bushings already pressed in them. Front and rear to replace these guys. We're gonna limit the movement. It's not gonna be as good as going solid or poly. So we can get in here and see this one. You can see in there where it's broke. Get this torn down and put back together. It does kind of suck when an upgrade looks exactly like what you just had. But we got these in, got new bushings in. I gotta show you guys the torn one, that's pretty crazy. And one thing I did want to show you too is, this is a welded on backing nut, so kind of like this. The 3 factory spot welds broke on that. So that was a little bit of a headache, but not too bad. But I'm gonna tack that back on. See. There will be a, hopefully a substantial difference. And, you know, we just want to drive like stock. That's all we're asking.
Well, old Cater Tot, we got the wheelie bar wheels pulled off. Kind of never really had them totally set perfect, so we're gonna tweak on them a little bit here. We got old Lazari over here extending some new ones. That's no bueno.
That 0 means there's no argon.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Oh, there's a little bit.
Got our HTP Pro Pulse. This thing is literally what helped us build this whole car. Got another customer car just completed. Got to pull that thing on the dyno. Got some other things cooking. And at the same time, we were working on the Legend, stripping down the harness and going through a couple other things. Got some more parts ordered for that today. Not bad. So we're pretty much just extending that about 3 inches, I believe, is what we came up with, right?
It actually ended up being probably 2.
Okay. So realistically, we want to be able to put those wheelie bar wheels like right on the ground.
Not so much that it unloads the suspension though.
Yeah. But we are working on getting this thing to go straight. And actually, the last couple of days, we've done a couple things each day in order to get this thing better. So
We got new bushings, we got straight wheels hopefully.
all right, so with our new control arms on there right now, we still notice that there's some toe in. So we want to try and do some adjustment of that here and now. So we got our long acre plates. These things are pretty awesome. All right, so I'm going on the top one there, feller.
Oh, dang.
What's that?
Almost 3/4 of an inch.
3/4 of an inch, huh? All right. Wow, so like 74 1/4 up front and almost 75 at the rear. Certainly towed in. So that would kind of explain some of my on throttle pulling hard to the left. All right, well that is our revised wheelie bar right there. Last extended that about 2 inches. Looking pretty good. I think we've got our height adjusted. It's pretty close, and we can kind of tweak that ever so slightly here. It's Friday night. I really want to go take this thing home for the weekend. I want to take a couple buddies for rides that haven't been in it yet or anything, so.
I was like, yeah, man, you want me to hook the truck up to the trailer? Jeremy's like, no. I'm like, how you gonna get it home? I'm gonna drive it. I'm on the interstate, like 30 miles away. I was like, you gonna drive this thing? All right. Ain't got no turn signals. Ain't got no mirrors. But we did have one mirror.
We have one mirror.
And 2 self-tappers.
I really want to get this guy back on there. I think it would be so cool, but with the wheelie bar and all that, it's way more complex. I mean, we can take the wheelie bar back off and try and get it on there, but we still, dude, since it rolled, since it rolled and we pulled this all in a little bit, it's like we gotta take like an inch out of the thing, you know?
You want to sit in and just make sure that you can adjust it and see something?
That's good.
Good enough.
It seems looser.
That looks good. I don't know about that little guy.
Yeah, well,
That'll
got a
do.
lot of angle to it.
That dog will hunt?
That dog will hunt.
Maybe a safety zip tie or two.
Nah, it's got 2-inch self-tappers. It's got 4 inches of self-tappers in there, man.
Yeah, just. Oh, she's tight.
Yeah. That looks horrible.
George, that's some of your finest work.
That's god awful. It's crooked, man.
She is maxed out right there.
Yeah, well.
Can you see?
All right, so
like right where
we're close to ish street legal.
Oh, man.
That's fine.
Well, it's not like you're going to be able to...
Hey, we can shim it just a little bit. Stuff something in there, you know? Just a little bit more. Oh, look, there you go.
Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah, there you go. Rear view mirrors.
The world's best backwards driver.
Brake lights. Wait. Are you on the brakes?
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh, there they go.
Alright, so we gotta check the brakes.
Only
There
got one brake light.
might need to be bled. We're gonna give it a little hope and a prayer. Well, guys, I'm so pumped that we worked through all of these problems and the car actually drives straight. Now, next, I take Cater Tot home and have some of the best time I have ever had over the weekend with any car ever. You guys think he could be a daily driver? I mean, at this point, I think I might be able to daily drive him. Well, you guys have to check out the next video. It is so much fun. Now, right here, I wanted you guys to check out some stuff of how Laz's project is progressing. He's got some really cool parts in, and it's really transforming this Jeep project.
All right, guys, so I got this J Pro dash. It's going to go in and replace, he's got a crack going straight down the center of it, actually. Yeah, right there. We'll replace this and get this thing a little bit more modern. And I know it's a little bit early to be worrying about replacing a dash in this thing, but it's just such a cool item. I want to get it in and show you guys what it'll do. Ooh. It has you run a pigtail from the one dash to the other, and it's going to synchronize the two dashes. So I had to change out the buttons because I only had two, and there's a lot more stuff. Oh, sweet. Hold on. It's telling me what angle the Jeep's at, and the Jeep's moving on the rocks. Dude, that is crazy. I've had it feel like that sometimes. Oh, it goes red when you get too far. That's awesome. All right, so there's the little touches on the Jeep that I'm gonna do. I splurged a little bit on Black Friday-ish, and I got a set of these KC highlighters. KC's been around forever. They make a quality product because there's such a big difference between what it had to that. Might not be performance oriented, but it's gonna make it safer to drive at night. It's pretty awesome.
All right, so fire this thing up and let's see what we got here.
I think we have to fire it up. Uh-oh, I got a code. Isn't that awesome?
It really looks awesome. I like the mud on it.
Well, you didn't see all of it yet. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go climb mode?
Sure.
And now we're on rocks.
Oh man, these Jeep guys. And it already has the engine that you don't have in it yet.
Yeah, and my son's little Jeep nickname.
Oh, that's cool. Jeep.
So, check this out. Oh, you'll like this one. Snow mode for you cold people.
It's got a Yeti.
It's got a Yeti. And it shows you all the other gauges.
No, that is awesome.
Car robot.
Caraboter.
They actually gave me an extra switch panel that's got all the switches to be able to control it.
And this is all CAN controlled.
CAN controlled. Everything from, if I had a navigation radio, that's up on the display, to what song you're listening to and all that. So that would be navigation there if I had the right radio.
Really sweet the way that. Oh yeah, I like that a lot.
I think I've got the little ding bell turned off where every time you hit it. So it'll actually tell you transfer case location. So we got a 50-50 torque split. Multiplied by 272 because it's a sport. Transfer case. If it was a Rubicon, it'd be 4.0. And they will customize it for the stuff that you have too, which is pretty cool. And they make,
that is awesome.
They make them for like Land Rovers. I think the new Jeep, they make one. Like a Nissan Patrol or something like that they make dashes for. A lot of cool stuff.
That is a major upgrade though. That is so cool. I really do like the protocol, honestly. That's just, I like the way it flips through and everything and all that. I mean, that's probably about 50 times more data than you had out of the OEM. The parts pile has grown a little bit for the Jeep.
A couple of big parts.
Big parts.
I want to see what Georgie says about them.
Holy crap.
I didn't know what to expect. I was like, Laz, did you go to lunch or something? And I'm sitting here writing estimates for somebody and comes back and you got, dang, that is significantly bigger. It looks like almost like 6 or 8 inches bigger.
37 to 43, that's not that much.
Yeah, but I think those 37s have definitely worn out a couple inches.
Yeah.
Holy crap, those are some big tires.
So Dana 30 is going to be perfectly fine for this. From what I read on the internet, you know, they say Dana 30 is one of the strongest axles out there. Hopefully we can get the wheelbase stretched though. Got to come back with that.
To try and get the.
We can get that wheelbase.
Look how giddy Laz is.
I like it.
Oh, you're definitely stretching it a bit. Yeah. So is the height going to stay about the same or what?
I want to keep it as low as possible. Definitely do some body modification. Maybe a little bit of comp cut action and try and get rid of some of this frame action that's hanging out.
Dude, these things are freaking huge. Holy crap. 43s? 15 wide?
Yeah, they don't look it though, to be honest.
Dang.
Cool. I just wanted to see what you thought about them. I know you have a little bit of off-roadness in your heart.
What's this big thing inside there? Balance? A weight?
Dude, I don't know.
It's like a big pad in there.
You don't think they patched it already on me, do you?
Dang, this one don't got it. The heck?
Note to self, monitor the balancing on that tire. I mean, I heard these get really good fuel mileage.
Super quiet.
Super quiet.
I like a Cadillac.
Easy to store too for the spare. It goes right underneath.
Dang, dude, you can climb straight up a building with these things.
We'll find out about that.
Them big old tires right there.
Got welds.
It's like
This is
Christmas
like
again for you.
This is kind of race car parts, you know, weld.
I'm really curious what you ended up with. So we can't put these on right yet.
Not exactly the right color.
You gotta have them green. You get
That's pretty.
that is pretty. Wow, that is really really nice, honestly. See, that looks sick. I don't know what color you'd go, but I'd just leave this the way it is.
I think I'm gonna clear that.
Oh, I like those, dude.
From our buddy's Bruiser down the street. 20 inches of beadlock. I don't want to put the tires on.
That is gonna look awesome.
It's gonna be beastly.
Definitely something to look forward to. I mean, you're moving this along pretty steady, day by day, week by week. Yeah. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I also want to make you aware that some of you guys might have been unsubscribed or the notifications might have been turned off. YouTube's done some weird stuff with that. I had a number of people comment on that, and people said, hey, yeah, I have seen that a whole lot. So do check that out. Also, guys, we're all human here. We all make a ton of mistakes, and we're learning as we go. This kind of leads into the quote that I wanted to leave you guys with, is that we are on the path of progress, not necessarily perfection. And the song I wanted to leave with you guys is a bass, it's just a bass jam. Freaking love it. Check out Moby Dick by Led Zeppelin. Hope you guys enjoy. God bless you. We'll see you next episode. Just missed it. Almost the trifecta of poo again.